Money is not the most important thing, they say. It's even useless for most people. They believe that. But I want to tell you, the fact that money is not the most important, it is the reason why you have to make a lot of it. It can seem counterintuitive, but if you stick with me in this video, I want to help you understand why you have to make a lot of that money. That is not the most important thing, because it will help you get the most important things. Let me start with a question. When you earn your money, your salary, when you get money from a deal, when you get money from one of your sources of income, what do you do with that money? Do you take that money and go and keep it? I bet no. If you are a normal human being, you will start spending the money you worked hard for. Why are you behaving like that? As soon as you get that money, you start giving that money to the landlord, you give that money to the grocery store owner, you give that money to the gas station, you give that money to the people who educate your children, you give that money to the electricity provider, you give that money to the internet provider. You start spending that money, you start sharing that money, you give it to the physician. Why as soon as you get it, you start spending it? Your behavior indicates that there are things that are more important than money. And in this sense, those who are saying that money is not the most important thing are right. But the way they see money afterward, that is wrong. It's not because money is not the most important thing that you don't have to make a lot of it. That is even the reason why you have to find ways to become financially free or rich. Why? Because money will help you get things that are most important. The fact that you give your money to the physician is an indication that what you will get from that physician is more important than the money you worked hard for. People do not understand that because money is not the most important thing psychologically, emotionally, doesn't mean that money is not important economically. Money is a means of exchange, and money gets you the power to purchase, to acquire what? To acquire things that are most important. Let me tell you this. No one gives his money to get something if he doesn't believe in his subconscious mind that what he's getting is more important psychologically and emotionally, most important than the money he will be giving. That is what happens in our minds. We buy food because food is more important than money. We give money to the people who educate our children because the education of our children is more important than money. We give money to the physician because our health is more important than money. We give money to the gas station because having our car running well, be able to move from one place to another is more important than money. And when you understand that, it changes your mind. The things that is less important emotionally and psychologically, that is money, it helps us get things that are more important psychologically and emotionally, because money has an economic power. It gives us the power to acquire, the power to purchase. So the fact that money is not the most important thing is not the reason why you don't have to learn how to earn more of it or to make more of it. Is even the reason why you have to make a lot of it, because the more you have money, the more things you can acquire that are more important than money. For example, if you can take care of your parents, give them a shelter, make sure that they have everything they need, Isn't that something very, very important for you? But do you know that in order for you to achieve that, you need money? That is less important than the security, the joy, the happiness of your parents. So you see, it takes money that is less important than the welfare of the well-being of your parents to get them what they need to be happy. That is why you have to change your mind and understand that it is your responsibility to make a lot of money as you possibly can. Because the more you have money, the more you can get things that are most important. If you don't have money, you cannot send your children to school. They cannot be educated. If you don't have money, you cannot get health care. If you don't have money, you cannot get a car. You cannot have food. You cannot have a shelter. If you don't have money, you cannot get things that are most important for your life, for your family, and for your loved ones. Money is not the most important thing, but economically, it gives us the power to acquire the things that are most important. And that is why our responsibility has to make a lot of it. Yes, because it's not important. It's not more important than other many things. I have to make a lot of it because it will help me get the most important things. That is what I want you to think about. Money has the power to give you what you want. Money has the power to give you what you need. Money can help you acquire the shelter, the house, the car, the education, the health, the joy you are looking for. So your duty and your responsibility is to make a lot of it. Don't let people fool you, telling you that because money is not the most important thing, it's useless. No, tell them that that is why you have to make a lot of it, because it will give you the power to acquire. Many people forget about that in our economic system, money gives us the power to acquire things that are more important than money. People think that when they engage in a financial transaction or economic transaction is a transaction that is equal. I give you the money for something who has an equal value. Economically is good, but psychologically and emotionally, I give you money because I believe that what you will give me is more important than the money I gave you. I will never engage, and people are like that. People will never engage into a transaction in giving their money if they do not believe in their subconscious mind that what they are getting from that transaction is psychologically and emotionally most important than the money they are giving away. And that is very important. When you are sick, what do? You keep your money or you spend it? Why do you spend your money you worked hard for when you are sick? Because health is more important than money. The joy of your children is more important than money. You being here for your children, educating them, showing them the way, leading them is more important than money. That is why you are willing to pay whatever it takes if you have the money for you to be in good health. Why? Your health, your relationships are more important than money. And how can you do to get that health and that relationships right? By getting a lot of money that will give you the power to acquire the things that are most important for you. That is what I wanted to share with you. Is your duty and it is your responsibility to make a lot of money, because it will give you the power to acquire things that are most important for you or to you. Hope you've got a lot of value from this. Don't forget, like our video, subscribe to our channel, subscribe to our page, share this video with someone you know may need this content. And as I usually say, it was Wayne from Cameroon, and I wish you success.